Our social studies book is called Meet Michigan. It is written by David McConnell, and the cover art is by George Rasmussen. This is a Hillsdale educational book. Chapter 1, Lesson 1, Ideas to Explore. The things we'll learn in this lesson are: what is a state? What gives Michigan its shape? How did our state get the name Michigan? Some places to discover: Great Lakes, Michigan, Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, Upper Peninsula, and some words to welcome. One word is borders, and the other one is government. Chapter 1, Meet Michigan. Think about this question while you read. What is a state? Welcome to Michigan. This is where you live. Your hometown is here. This is your state. Michigan is full of fun and exciting things. Let's learn about them. Read about its Indian tribes. Listen to a chief tell you a legend. See the old forts from long ago. Some of our first towns began as forts. Go back in time. See how our pioneer men and women lived, and learn why they came to Michigan and how they got here. Discover how Michigan became a state. Find out how it has grown and changed. What would you like to learn about Michigan? This is Michigan. What is Michigan? It is one of our 50 states. It is part of the United States of America. Each state is different from the other. Some states have much land, some have less land. Some have many people. Other states have fewer people. Have you ever wondered what a state is? Each state has 3 parts. A state is land, its people, and its government. First, a state is land. When we say land, we do not leave out its lakes and water. Each state has its own shape. Each state has its own borders. A border is where one state ends and the next state begins. Has your family driven across Michigan's border? A state is also the people who live there. You and I are each a little bit of Michigan. The things we do are all a part of our state. People need rules. They need help doing some things. Government does things for us that we cannot do for ourselves. It helps people. It builds highways. It pays for police. It makes laws. It helps people protect their rights. Government is the third part of what a state is. Our shape. Some states have square shapes. Some are long. Some are tall. Michigan has a very different shape. No other state has a shape quite like ours. Our shape is quite interesting. We are not like any other state. We are different in 2 ways. First, we are in the middle of the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes are huge lakes. You cannot see across them. Each of them holds a lot of water. Big ships sail on them. No other state has so much fresh water around it. The Great Lakes give our land its shape. You can spot Michigan quickly, even from outer space. Next, Michigan is divided into 2 big parts. It is the only state that is that way. We have the Upper Peninsula. It is the northern part. We have the Lower Peninsula. It is the southern part. Have you heard the word peninsula before? A peninsula is land with water on 3 sides. The Great Lakes are around our 2 peninsulas. Check out a map. The Lower Peninsula looks like a hand or a mitten. Some people also say the Upper Peninsula has a hand shape too. Put the 2 shapes together. The Upper Peninsula is the left hand. The Lower Peninsula is the right hand. Now your hands look like Michigan too. Our name. What does the name of our state mean? The name Michigan comes from the Native American words. It means big lake or Great Lake. And that fits our state. It has so much water around it. Remember, you have learned that Michigan is one of our 50 states. You should know what a state is. You should know where to find Michigan on a map. You know its shape comes from the Great Lakes. We have two parts. They're called peninsulas. Those peninsulas can look like hands. So there's some activities at the end called Think About It, Write About It. I will read these to you, and you don't have to turn these in, but I want you to think about them, and sometimes you will have a little quiz on them. Sometimes. So for number 1, it says, tell what you know about the shape of Michigan. Number 2, what is a peninsula? Number 3, what does the name Michigan mean? And number 4, what is a state? Number 5, name one thing that state government does for us. And then there's always brain stretchers that say, what makes Michigan different from other states in the United States? And then words in action says, imagine you have a pen pal in another state. Write an email telling about Michigan. Use facts that you learned from this lesson.